Hello, John Bloodworth, Gentleman Crafter here with the assembly instructions for the shaped apron card and presentation box. Just showing you a couple of pictures here of the card and some of the accessory cutting files that I've included so that you can tart up the apron. Okay, so this is the presentation box, a nice simple to put together rectangular box, and here is the card. So you can see it's an apron shaped card with the ties at the side and the strap at the top, and then I've included some cutting files for different accessories so that you can theme it to whoever you're going to give it to. These are the parts that you'll cut out for the main apron and box. So we've got the pocket here. We have got the straps. Now there's two different shapes. One is a long rectangular one, and that's basically the neck strap, and then you've got two shaped ones which will be the side ties. The apron card itself has a decorative panel on the front and on the inside. Then we have the box lid, which has these circular cutouts which will form the thumb holes, and then the box base. Here's just a quick look at the other accessories. So you've got the trowel and the little gardening fork. Then you've got the spatula, which actually has a separate piece for the handle, and also the barbecue fork. You've got a couple of mixing spoons for the cooks in your life, some DIY tools, and then some arts and crafts tools. So as you can see, you can theme it for men, women, or whoever you're going to give this to. So to put the box base and lid together, it's exactly the same process. We'll start by putting some glue on one of the small tabs at one of the corners. We'll lift the sides up to meet, and we'll hold that in place until it's fully grabbed. You'll then go around the other three corners and do exactly the same. I'll just skip ahead here a little bit. Then what we're going to do is put the glue on the reinforcement tabs, so that's the extra bits that stick up. Fold that in and press it down until it's fully stuck. Again, you'll do the same for the other three sides. And once you have the lid assembled, you'll put the base together in exactly the same way. So then you'll have your base and lid. If you wanted, you could cut a piece of card to fit inside the box if you wanted to really display the card a little differently. Now for the neck strap, you'll basically just shape that long strip and then twist the ends in. Apply a little glue to one corner of the upper section of the apron, and then stick and hold until that's fully grabbed. Then you'll do the same for the other end of the strip. And that'll give you your neck loop. Now you could put some brads or some sticky gems or whatever you fancy to form little button studs, even little buttons. For the actual straps, the tie bits on the side, you're going to fit one to the back of the card. That'll be nearest to the fold. And then, so that the ties will open with the card, the other piece you will put or glue to the inside left-hand side of the card, as I'm showing you here. We'll make sure they're fully grabbed before we shape them, so we'll leave that to dry a little bit while we sort the pocket out. The little section at the top is going to fold towards the back or the undecorated side, and you're going to glue that down. This gives you a neater edge at the top and also gives a little bit of stability to the pocket as well. You'll then glue around the sides and the base, not the top because you want the pocket to open. And then stick that wherever you fancy on the front of the card. Could be further up, could be a little bit further down, depends on what you're putting in that pocket. Obviously I've included a few accessories for you, but you could cut whatever you like to put in there. Now to shape those handles, basically get something long and thin and just stroke that strip until it forms a nice little curve. You can leave them loose as they are now, or if you wanted them in a particular way, you can just apply a couple of dots of glue, roll them over, and then just hold them in place until they're fully grabbed. So that's the card fully assembled. Obviously, if you want to use any of the accessories included, you'll just cut them out. I chose to cut mine from white card and colour them in with alcohol markers. That's a great money-saving tip. You don't need extra coloured card that way. But if you wanted to cut them from coloured card, there is nothing stopping you doing that. And you can cut as many as you like to fill that pocket. On the finished piece, I added some decoration to the top of the box. I added a couple of gems to the neck loop as fasteners, and then I cut the fork and the trowel from white card and coloured the bits in, and I just included a sentiment on the inside of the card. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this versatile creation and will have fun making some things, and I look forward to seeing what you make.